Hello friends, this is the Compound Improvement Show, and today we will talk about how to become a billionaire in the 21st century based on real data. The Forbes Billionaires list is an annual ranking by documented net worth of the wealthiest billionaires in the world. The total net worth of each person in the list is estimated based on their documented assets. In 2023-2024, there was a record of 2,640 people on the list. The planet's billionaires are now worth $12.2 trillion. To better understand how rare being a billionaire is, there are 8.1 billion people worldwide, and therefore the chances of a random person to become a billionaire are roughly 0.00032%. That's compared to a 0.08% for one to become a professional athlete, and 2% for one to become a professional actor or actress. As in, you can make a living out of being an actor, but not necessarily making the big bucks. Being a billionaire is really rare. In fact, an Oxfam report noted that someone who saves $10,000 a day since the construction of the Egyptian pyramids would still be 80% less wealthy than any of the world's 5 richest billionaires, and a lot poorer than the richest man today, Bernard Arnault. I compiled the raw list from Forbes and then created different pivot tables to identify which industries, where, and what kind of profession the biggest, richest people in the world have. Let's start with industry. If you want to become a billionaire, the great news is that there is a wide array of industries that you can pursue that will lead you onto this path. First and foremost, finance and investment leads the number with 369 billionaires, or 14% of the know. Manufacture possesses 323 billionaires, which is close to technology at 310 billionaires. Both of these industries correspond to 12% each of all the billionaires in the planet. Next up is fashion and retail, holding 263 billionaires. This industry includes discount retailers such as Walmart, fast fashion companies such as Zara's owner, and luxury fashion companies such as the ones controlled by Bernard Arnault, Louis Vuitton, and Gucci, and things like that. The fifth industry with most millionaires in the entire planet is the food and beverage industry. The reason being is that we all need to eat and drink, so it's natural that food and beverage stands tall above many. Healthcare and real estate comes next, with 7% of all billionaires. The list then becomes very diversified from that point onwards, which means that whatever field you choose to enter, if you are the number one in that field, you can get to the billionaire status. But again, it's really rare. What to study to become a billionaire? If you are deciding what to study and have massive ambitions, here are how to maximize your chances. You can study economics and finance to get into the investment industry, or you can study computer science and engineering to get into tech, or you can study engineering, design, and supply chain to get into manufacturing, business administration and marketing to get into fashion, retail, food and beverage, sales and marketing to get into real estate, or medicine and biotechnology to get into healthcare. Location to be a billionaire. The United States of America still leads as being the number one place to being a billionaire, holding 735 list members worth a collective 4.5 trillion. China comes in second with 562 billionaires worth $2 trillion, followed by India with 169 billionaires worth 675 billion. And the list goes on. Age. The median age of billionaires right now is 65 years old. The 18-year-old Clemente Del Vecchio from Italy is the youngest billionaire alive, who inherited his fortune from the eyeglasses industry. Clemente is one of 6 children of Leonardo Del Vecchio, the late chairman who died last year. Clemente has now a 12.5% stake in the firm. Average age per industry. Naturally, technology comes first with an average age of 57. It also shows that technology is probably understated in its potential to create billionaires. The reason being is that It is still an early industry, and therefore most tech billionaires are recent billionaires. And there is still many more multimillionaires running to get to that spot. All the industries are around the average of 65, which is very interesting to note. It shows that getting to the billionaire status takes a long time. And a little pause here. If you're enjoying this video, please consider subscribing to our Patreon community. In return, you get access to all of our stock evaluation methods, full in-depth economic analysis, stock watch lists, and all of my books. It's a bargain. The membership ranges from $10 up to $200 with varying service levels. Click on the link below in the description or the image here for more information. Now, back to studying billionaires. Retail luxury has generated a lot of billionaires in Europe. Here's a list of sources of wealth of top 10 wealthiest people in Europe. Half came from luxury services and the other half from fast fashion and discounted products. Zara, H&M, L'Oreal, MVLMH, Nutella, Audi, Lidl, Trader Joe, Luxottica, Crate & Barrel. Nobody becomes super wealthy through paychecks. It takes equity in growing assets to create real wealth. The wealthiest CEO is Jamie Dimon, who is worth $2 billion. Almost nothing compared to the wealthiest founder, Bernard Arnault, worth $211 billion, and Elon Musk, worth $180 billion. They all likely are on at least wife or husband number 2. Larry Ellison has had 4 wives, and Ronald Perelman has had 5. But plenty of exceptions are worth noting. Richard Branson and Phil White, who married only once and forever. Many of them dropped out of college. Entrepreneurship doesn't seem something that you can learn in a classroom. However, even joining the university was necessary for their accomplishments. For example, Bill Gates met Steve Ballmer, who would later become Microsoft CEO during their Harvard period. Mark Zuckerberg hired all of his Harvard friends to code the first version of Facebook. Almost all of them work on weekends, more like 24/7. Justine Musk, who spent 8 years married to Elon Musk, has taken upon herself to share her view that those who achieve great things are mostly freaks and misfits. According to her, it comes in 2 types: average success, involving hard work, talent, etc., and then extreme success as enjoyed by Elon Musk. Most bootstrapped their company rather than taking VC money early on. Therefore, they could keep as much ownership of the company as possible. Building wealth takes a lot of time unless you are in tech. The richest man in the world today is Bernard Arnault. The second man in the world is Elon Musk. Based on the private equity acquisition of luxury brands, Bernard inherited his first business empire from his father and built exponentially on top of it. While Elon Musk, Larry Ellison, Jeff Bezos came from upper middle class backgrounds. While their family didn't struggle financially, they built their wealth from the ground up. A lot of them have inherited wealth though. Out of the top 100 billionaires in the world, almost half of them inherited their wealth. A few shout-outs to the Wilson family, who have 7 billionaires, and Mars Confectionery family have 3 billionaires today. They are very tax efficient through their pension schemes, offshore accounts, and charitable donations. In conclusion, Warren Buffett famously claimed that his secretary had a higher tax rate than he did. Their philanthropy levels vary drastically. While 10% of all billionaires in the world have signed up to the Giving Pledge, there are varying levels of which this donation is made, and some of them include their own agenda. Think of Trump's charity. However, there are some critics of the golden age of philanthropy by the hidden agenda of some of these donations. But it's true, we've never had more philanthropy than in this day and age, and seems like people who came from finance and tech are more charitable than other industries, probably as well because they have more money. They protect their time. Most apply the Pareto principle in their life, and they are very, very protective of their time. Now, side note, this is an interesting fact. Do you know who the richest man in the world of history, Mansa Musa, the 14th century West African Mali Empire emperor? His wealth is estimated to have been between $400 billion and $440 billion in today's money. This makes him significantly richer than any living person today. Musa was born in 1280 in the city of Niamey, the capital of the Mali Empire. The Mali Empire was one of the largest and wealthiest empires in the world at the time, and Musa inherited a vast fortune from his father. He further expanded the empire and increased his wealth through trade and conquest. Musa then had various children with many women, vastly diluting his empire once he died. That's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Thank you.